Sorry about that, y'all. Wi-Fi went acting up. We back on the air. Y'all check back in. Give everybody a little time to check back in. If y'all missed what we was talking about, what y'all think is the main reason why people cheat in a relationship? But like I told you before, it depends on a lot of stuff. It depends on what kind of person they is, man. What makes somebody cheat or not. Can they fight temptation? Are they happy at home? A lot of stuff that plays factor. It all depends on the person. A lot of people, they're not happy. They're going to go find what they're looking for somewhere else. That's just the bottom line. So communication is the key. If everybody communicate with each other, if you're not happy, then make sure you let the people know that. Don't waste nobody's time and just drag them along if you know y'all not happy. And then everybody's just going to end up cheating at the end of the day. It's a lot of things that can cause cheating. Everybody check back in, man. We back live. Wi-Fi went acting up. But the devil can't stop this show. You know we're going to keep it moving. So everybody check back in. But what y'all think is the main reason why people cheat? Is it some people just can't be faithful and loyal? Is it some people need to go fulfill their need? Maybe it's some people that just can't be with one person. We all heard stories, or even in the Bible, where men have 7 and 8 wives. Maybe some people just don't have it in them. They can't just be with that one person. But it all depends on the person. It all depends on you and how you look at stuff. Many different factors can determine why a person cheats or not. Some people maybe can't resist that temptation that's being thrown at them. Maybe it's just a fantasy for some people. Maybe they just want to sleep with that person, but don't really want to be with them. A lot of people just sleep with people they don't want to be with them. Everybody that you have sex with, most of the time, you won't end up married. It just be for that moment, because we be lusting. Because we lust for the inside. And once you find out how a person really is, then you want to get far away from them. So there's a lot of things that can go into cheating. JD25 says, oh, maybe they don't have respect for that person they are with. True that. Because if there ain't no respect there, if I don't care nothing about you, I'm going to do what I want to do. That's how most people going to move. If the respect ain't there, you have to respect the person you with enough to, like I said, at least communicate. You go, hey, listen, this is what it is. I'm about to do this. I'm about to start entertaining people. I'm about to slide out. I think it's better to give them the heads up and let them know what it is. Now it's on them to accept it or not. See, the problems happen when we sneak and creep. Everything be a secret. Then when they come out, everybody looking crazy. It's better to keep everything in the open. See, a lot of dudes get wrapped up and caught up because when they meet a female, they have a girl, and then they be like, no, baby, I'm single. I ain't got nobody. I ain't got no wife. Then they end up getting wrapped up with this person, and the person start finding out about everything. You got a wife, kids, everything at home. This woman don't gave her body and everything to you and think y'all can live happy ever after. Then here come all these skeletons out your closet. That's why it's better just to be honest. Put everything on the table. Hey, listen, this is what it is, baby. I just want to have sex with you. I'm attracted to you. I just want to take it for what it is. I just want us to play and have fun. See, selling the people a dream is how most people get their feelings hurt and they be disappointed because they be thinking something's more going to come out of it. Sometimes they don't want to just look at it. It's just sex or just a one-night stand or just booty calls. Some people just don't want to feel like a piece of meat, I guess. But you might have that that partner that understand, hey, listen, you getting yours, I'm getting mine, and we loving each other, and we love the time we spend together. Some people know how to play the role. That's why I keep telling and emphasizing it's all about the person. There's some people that really don't care about nothing. There's some people that really don't care about nothing. So long as they get what they get, they good. As long as they get whatever they're trying to get out of it, they okay. You know us men, we like our cake and eat it too. Women also. A lot of women have a good man and they still cheat. Still want all the attention from other men. Have different dudes for different things. This dude buy me this dude give me this dude fulfill my needs in the bed. Come on, women. I know how some of y'all move out there. You have different dudes that got different duties. Some people got sneaky links where y'all just link up and do what y'all do. It's just part of life, man. We know what's all going out there. Key thing is you got to be honest. And you got to be honest with the person you with and let them know, hey, listen, man, I ain't happy or this ain't working for me and I'm about to start sliding out. Now, if they don't want to accept that and you don't told them, there ain't nothing else you can do. Because you got to accept what somebody's telling you. They're basically telling you that they're going to start doing their thing. So if you that blind and not see what they're trying to tell you, then you're going to be looking like boo-boo the fool. You'll be around there crying, he won't stop cheating on me. But he told you what he was going to do. See, that's what I'm saying, fellas. That's why it's all about being honest. See, a lot of fellas get caught up because they don't be honest. Put everything on the table. It's up to them to eat it or not. If you got a girl, you still trying to do something, you better put that out there. And let them know, hey, listen, I got a woman, I got a wife. If you want a little sex thing, a little fling, okay, but I can't be with you. See, most dudes sell them that dream where they're finna be together and I'm yours forever. Knowing that you already wrapped up with somebody, you committed and got time in with somebody else. So it's all about just being real and being honest. Give people that option to say, okay, I'm gonna mess with them. Okay, I'm still gonna slide with you. Okay, I don't care about your old lady. I don't care about your man. I just want to get in where I fit in. See, some people might know how to play the role if you just be honest and put it out there. But nobody deserves to get cheated on anyway, because that's not a good feeling, especially when you madly in love and you think that's the one. That's like somebody taking a knife and stabbing you right in your heart. That's why some people can't take it and then they want to lose their mind and kill people. But you still can't take it that far. You got to wipe your hands with the situation and keep it moving. It's not worth throwing your life away or killing somebody. That person chose to tip out or do whatever they do. Say, okay, that's what you want to do. Cool. But I'm going to get missing. I ain't about to deal with it. I'm not going to put up with it. That's what you got to understand. And then there's some people that choose to put up with that. There's some people that's with somebody that cheats constantly, but they just understand. But some people have open relationships where it's not cheating. Some women allow their men to sleep with others, knowing, make sure you just come home. Some women like, don't bring me nothing and don't make no babies. That's how some of these wives look at it. Like, hey, the men that be out there on the road, don't be home all the time. I know what, they ain't stupid. They know what go on. I guess they tell them, but just don't bring me nothing back. Don't make no outside babies. Some people just know what time it is. Cha-Cha back checking in. So it's all on the person, man. Whether you can play your role or not. And being honest, though. It's all about being honest when you're in a relationship and say, hey, listen, man, I ain't going to be your husband. I'm not going to be your wife. But if you want to play, we can play. Now it's up to them to say, nah, I ain't dealing with that. I ain't selling it for that. Or they can say, okay, let's play. Honesty is the key. You got to put all the chips on the table and see where they fall. You got some people that can be with one person. You got some people that cannot be with one person. There's some people that just got to taste different flavors. They feel like, hey, I'm missing something, man. I just keep being with this one person every day. Some people appreciate having that one person and love that one person to death. There's some faithful people, not a whole lot, but it is some faithful people out there that really appreciate the person they with, and they will never cheat on them no matter what. No matter how much temptation or money somebody offer them, they will stay loyal. And you got to respect that, because you know nowadays anybody can be bought. If I come up to a female and say, I got 100 grand, you let me tear it up tonight, how many gonna tell me no? Most of them women, whether they got a man or husband or not, they gonna make that 100 grand. Cause they thinking, hey, I can just give them some and it might be over in 20, 30 minutes and I get 100 grand. But some women, they be like, no, I don't care how much you offer me. I got my baby at home. I got my husband, and now you tried me. I never do that. I ain't no hoe and I ain't no slut. I ain't no prostitute. So it's all depend on the person and how they move, what they beliefs. Because money can make you do some strange things, as they say. Money talks, man. So that's why a lot of times, man, people cheat because they can't fight temptation, whereas somebody offering them money, whether they just not happy, or whether just so much getting thrown at them that they come to a point where they just can't keep saying no. They give in. They crack. But y'all hit that thumbs up button. I know we jumped off the air for a little bit, but you know we back on and popping on the Foolish Show podcast on this President's Day. Y'all make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. Last topic before we kiss everybody and kiss the babies good night. Last topic for the night. How important you believe education is now? Do you still really think everybody has to go to college? Do you have to finish high school to be successful? Or like them became, well, you can find a way to be an entrepreneur and still make it out here. You can be living off the internet. You can come up with an idea. You can go viral. I think there's a lot of different ways now that people can make money and make cheese. So it's a lot of high school dropouts that's being successful because there's a lot of avenues. But I still wouldn't suggest it, because education is always important, is always the key. Because guess what? When you become successful, the more knowledge you have, the more high you're going to climb, the more successful you're going to be. Then you know what to look out for. See, if you don't know how to read and write or manage and count your money, no matter how successful you are, everybody's going to be taking it from you. So education is still important, because you got to know how to count. You got to know what you read when somebody give you something. Anybody can be saying, hey, sign this right here. And you could have been signed your life away, but you can't read, so you wouldn't know it. That's why no matter what, education is still very important. College is a bonus, because there's a lot of people that went to college, never went to college, and are successful right now. And they found their niche. So it's all about finding your niche. Like I always tell y'all, everybody was blessed with a gift. You have to find your niche. Whatever that is, wherever it comes from. Mama Bren says, you are right, son. Just find your niche and find your lane and push yourself. Apply yourself. Try to reach the stars. If you fall, then so be it. Don't have low expectations of yourself. Expect more and want more in life. But I ain't even just talking about material stuff. You should want to be a better person. We can always get better. Nobody's walking around flawless and perfect. We all have flaws. We all have things that we all can work on. Some of us are selfish. Some of us don't know how to treat people. Some of us don't know how to talk to people. We all got traits that we need to work on. But each day that you wake up is always another chance to get better. But what we're talking about now is how important is education. I believe education is still very important, because no matter how much success you reach, if you're uneducated, it's hard to stay there. And then you don't know a lot of stuff. If you don't know how to read and write, people can hit you with okie dokie with anything, no matter what you're doing. If you can't count your money, people are going to be shorting you some kind of way, and you don't even realize it because you can't count it. If you can't read, they're going to put something in writing where you don't understand, and you're going to end up signing. That's why education still is a big need. I don't care if you become a $100 million, $1 billion rapper, entertainer, athlete, model, social media person, still need education, or you ain't gonna know what to do with your money. Point blank simple. See, education is still important. No matter how much money you make and how far you think you make it, if you ain't be able to count your money, if you're not able to read or write, they're gonna get you with everything they can. And you don't even realize it. Because basically you walk around being illiterate. And to them, you're a sucker. That's a fool. They ain't gonna know no better. So of course they're gonna run that on you. Of course they're gonna try to see what they can get about you. That's why we gotta keep emphasizing to the kids, don't drop out of school, get your education. Now, after high school is on you. You don't have to go to college to be successful. You can find you a little niche or start you a business or whatever you're trying to do in life. Or go get you some loans and apply and start you a business or start flipping properties. There's different ways of making something happen. Get in the stock market. Start small and then build yourself up till you get big. There's different things you can do after high school. So it's not a necessity that you have to go to college, but that's a bonus. Because you go get them degrees and all that, and you get all that advanced education. Some of that maybe can help you in whatever you're trying to do if you end up being in that field. It's a lot of times, a lot of people be in the field that they ain't even go to school for. They got a degree in this, but they doing this. That's a lot of money, time, and energy being spent. College ain't for free unless you're an important athlete. Them are hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's a lot of people in debt right now, still trying to pay off their college loans. That stay with you the rest of your life. So education is important though. Don't walk around like you don't need it. Even when you get older, still educate yourself. Whatever you're trying to do in life, it ain't no excuse now. It's called do research. It's called Google. You can Google whatever you want. If you want to learn how to make video games, you can Google that and study how to make video games. So there's really no excuse now not to apply yourself. If it don't happen, you just ain't want it to happen. Because there's too many resources that you can pull from now. Look at the world we're living in, all this technology. Anything you want to do, you can find how to do it. Now, some people still just want to do the wrong thing. Some people want the quick, fast money. You know, that has no happy ending because you end up in the cemetery or a long time in prison. Don't nothing good ever comes out of that. So we want everything fast, but the fast stuff, it don't last long. We got to make sure that we understand that you still need education. I don't care how successful you make it, because you got to learn how to write. You got to know how to write. Read. You got to know what you read. You got to go come across some paperwork in your life where you're going to have to sign. I don't care if it's for a house, car, a business. You got to read what you're about to sign. You got to understand it. See, this is what education plays a role. So if you take it for granted and go along, I don't need to read that. I don't want to read. I don't want to write. You got kids now that don't want to go to school. They want to drop out and think they just don't grow up to be a rapper and a gangbanger and an athlete. Don't work like that. You got to have a way out. You want a legit way. You don't want no heat. You want to be able to sleep good. You want baby mama them to be comfortable. You don't want mama them to have to come identify your body because you was involved in some mess, trying to make quick, fast money, want to live discreet life. You don't want that for yourself and for your peoples. You want to be able to sleep good at night. So find you an avenue, find you a lane, get you a niche, and take it and run with it. Everybody was blessed with some kind of talent and gift. You might know how to write, draw, sing, build something with your hands, fix stuff. Whatever you know how to do, apply it. Ain't nothing wrong with applying yourself. See, everybody wants something easy. Everybody want it handed to them. See, nothing in life you're going to get just going to be given to you. You won't have to work for it. Because there's millions of people out here, and there's a lot of people hungry and starving just like you. So there's a lot of people who want to be successful. There's a lot of people that want money. See, the ones that reach the top is them the ones that put their nose down and put their hands in the dirt and they went to work. They went to grinding. They went in grind mode till they're able to reach where they're trying to go. It's that simple. So education is still important. You might take it for granted, but you need to learn how to write. You got to learn how to read. You got to learn how to add, subtract, and divide. If not, then how you going to keep up with your funds? How you going to keep up with all the money you make? If you don't even know how to count it. Somebody could be taking something from you and you don't even realize it because you don't know how to count. That's why it's important for the youth out there to understand that. Go get your education. Now, anything after high school, you ain't got to push yourself. Oh, that's extra. That's not what you want to do. Then find your niche, or start you a little company, get you an LLC. I don't care if you get you a couple of lawnmowers and start you a lawn service. I don't care if you get you a bucket and some water in the hose and start washing cars. It's all about grinding and hustling, man, and making something happen. But you still got to be educated. You can't be walking around here uneducated. They're going to consider you as a fool. See, nobody wants to sit at a table with a fool. They ain't going to want to hear nothing you have to say. Why do you think the ones that really get heard are the ones who got a high level of education? You see them people all the time that be in these big positions, or they went to school here and they went to Harvard and they got their degree in this and they have 3 degrees and they are a doctorate degree in this. They're the ones that people listen to because they feel like they know more. But you always can stuff your mind with some more education. You can always learn. Can't be left in the dark all the time. See, we get left in the dark because we don't want to learn. We want to stay uneducated and unaware of what's going on in the world. It's a lot of different ways that you can get free money out here. It's a lot of free grants we could be getting, but we don't even know what to do because we ain't doing no research. We don't know what we're reading, and we're missing out on opportunities. And it's going right past us, and everybody else is seizing them. So install that in the youth and the kids, and put that in your kids, and put that business mind in them early. When they get in high school, start making them think about being an entrepreneur. See, we was always training, you got to work, you got to do what grandma and all of them do. Everybody ain't got to work and slave at no job for 30, 40 years. There's other ways out here to make a living, especially nowadays with all this technology. There's different ways you can go get it from the mud. You can make money not just off your Instagram posts and TikTok and all this other stuff paying. YouTube pay you. It's a lot of places that pay you money. Now, I ain't say you're going to be rich, but you can get it where you can be living all right if you play your cards right. But you still got to be educated. You don't be want to walk around here being an uneducated fool. That's what they're going to look at you as. And they're not going to want to hear nothing you got to say. Same thing with being broke. If you walk in a building and you ain't got nothing, most people going to laugh at you and say, get out of my face. Who are you to tell me something? What you got? What you own? People talk to you any kind of way. When you walk around broke and your funds low, people don't even respect you. I don't even think that's cool because you should always respect everybody. It shouldn't be about what nobody got in their bank account. But that's what people respect. Money, power, and respect. That's how everything operates. But education is still very important. I just think once you get past high school, all that is just extra. That's a bonus. If you go to college and you get your degree and all that, cool. But make sure you're doing what you're going to do because them $100,000. You ain't going to college for $200. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they're going to get that money back. They'll have you paying on the loans for the rest of your life. So make sure that's something you want to do. And if it is, take off and do what you got to do. But just remember, it's going to take hard work. I don't care which path you're going. If you want to be an entrepreneur, that means you got to grind even harder because it's all on you. You the boss. So if you the boss, you got to lead by example. You got to put the work in. You got to lay them bricks down till you build your foundation. You can look back and say, Lord, look what you done helped me build. Did it from scratch. It ain't nothing like taking something out of nothing. Coming from the bottom and climbing to the top. Because it makes you respect the grind. You respect the work that it takes. You learn to appreciate it more. So education is very important. Don't let nobody tell you different. These kids need to understand it ain't cool to just drop out of school and just forget school. I don't need that. It's boring. You need that knowledge in your head. You need to know how to write. You need to be trying to take up everything you can so when you do hit the real world, you're ready for it. You won't be walking around here uneducated, not knowing what's going on, in the dark. And that's why we stay in the struggle. Make your kids and all the young ones realize how important education is. Make them understand that you have to be able to read or them people going to be able to do anything. If you can't read, write, spell, how you going to survive out here? Even if you get a lot of money, you're going to lose it fast because you're illiterate. You're not going to be able to keep up with it. It's too much for you. That's just common sense. So everything plays a part, man. Education, it fits in there too. Because if you're uneducated, then what role are you really going to play? You can't be walking around here not knowing what's going on in the world. So education still is very important, y'all. No matter what people say. Some people might say, man, forget school, man. That's a waste of time. No, bro, you got to make the best of it. You got to get in there and learn what you can learn. Because at the end of the day, you're going to wish you use some of that stuff later on. You're going to wish you know how to write and read and divide and calculate and spell. You're going to be going the rest of your life misspelling words and can't even read a book. Y'all think that's cool? Ain't nothing cool about that. Now you just a illiterate fool that nobody ain't going to take serious or respect. So education is a way of getting your respect. You can demand respect by being smart. Walk in the room and be the smartest person in the room. Watch how much respect you gain. So don't let nobody fool you by the education part, y'all. Learn all you can learn. And you're never too late. It's never too late to try to get educated. You're never too old to learn something, as my grandma them used to say. Never too late to earn something. You can learn something all the time because nobody knows everything. See, that's the problem. Everybody walk around with their head up high and don't want to hear nothing and think they know it all. It was always somebody here before us. It's somebody did the same things that we done already. Life is a cycle. You ever look at your kids and tell your kids or your nieces and nephews like, y'all think y'all doing something, man, we did that same thing. Life is just a cycle. It just repeats itself. So maybe these people done did that same thing you did. They might want to just give you a little advice. Some people ain't going to take it. They're going to walk around grown. You can't tell me nothing. I got this is my life. I run this. You ain't telling me what to do. Got to humble yourself, man. People don't know how to humble themselves and realize that nobody knows everything. And we all got flaws. Ain't nobody around here perfect. But you got to strive each day to be a better person. Each day you wake up, you should be trying to get 5% better. Because the older you get, you can't be the same fool you used to be. You can't keep making the same mistakes that you used to. See, those are not mistakes anymore. You repeating that process, you ain't making no mistakes. That's a pattern. That's a way of life. So first you got to train your brain to get out of that way of thinking. Enhance your brain. Enhance your living. should be trying to take a step up every day. Be all you can be. Maximize your potential. Don't let life go down the drain. Y'all know what I always tell you on this podcast. You either here to help the world or you're here to destroy it. Which side you gonna be on? What are you bringing to the table? What you offering mankind? We all got a gift and we all here for a purpose. You got to figure out that purpose. You got to ask yourself, why am I here? What am I going to bring? And learn lessons. Take life as lessons. We all going to go through things where you're going to say, okay, I'll never do that again. Or all right, I see how that go. Take your lessons and learn from them. And then you apply it. Because you'll know what to look out for in the future. Don't be a fool all the time. Open your eyes and wake up. A lot of y'all around here grown, overgrown, still making excuses, still not applying yourself. You got kids you got to feed. What motivation do you need? When they say, Daddy, I'm hungry. Daddy, I want some Jordans. Daddy, I want to go to Legoland. Mommy, I'm hungry. That's motivation right there. You don't want to keep saying, no, 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 I can't do that. No, I ain't got it. No, mommy ain't got that. No, daddy broke. Nah, daddy can't do that. You got to try to make something happen. They can't get everything they want, but you got to try to give them something. Give them a little hope. But sitting on your behind ain't gonna get it. You never ain't gonna get it. You'll never be able to look out for them kids sitting home playing Madden all day in 2K. You ain't gonna never do that for them kids if you just making TikTok videos making your booty pop. Sitting home watching Love and Hip Hop all day. Not the other reality TV stuff. Let's go back to the live chat. We winding down the last 7 minutes right now, y'all. You don't have to go to college to make it. Yeah, not in this area, y'all. Education is important though, but you don't have to make it. Anything outside of high school, try to get them to the point of graduating. And after that, you ain't got to push them. But let them know that they can do something. And let them know how to be an entrepreneur. See, we was always stuck in that cycle where we got to work because we don't got that put in our head by our grandma and mama and daddy. And all. We seen them work and slave for 30, 40 years on these people's jobs. We think, well, you got to grow up and be the job. Sometimes you can grow up and be the boss. Sometimes you can grow up and be the CEO. And that's what we got to teach these young ones. You ain't always got to be an Indian. You can be a chief too. JD25 says, but college still can give you more knowledge and it can be different experiences that you might like. Exactly. It's all on the person. But nowadays, you don't really need it like that, but you need education. Now, high school and all that part, you got to learn how to read and write and all that. You're going to be walking around here illiterate and people going to steal everything from you. They're going to say, you don't know no better. I make them sign this. I take all their money. And you ain't going to know better because you can't read. That's true. Most people don't like to ask for help. We know how I go, Mama Bren. We always, especially grown folks, we walk around, you can't tell me nothing. I got this. This is my life. You can't tell me what to do. I do what I want to do. Nobody wants you. Nobody don't never want nobody to tell them that. JD says, I don't like asking anybody for help. Yeah, I'm like that too, JD. I have to get it however I can get it before I have my hand out. I try to go get it by any means necessary. I don't like to go running nobody. Like, that's my biggest thing. I don't never have to have, but we got to understand, and I know I have to suck it up sometimes. We got to realize we can't do everything. Sometimes you're going to need some help. So we try to carry all our burdens on our shoulders, knowing that we only human beings. Remember, at the end of the day, we're supposed to surrender all our problems to God. We can't take care of everything. We don't have the power to. Miss Trill says, I must agree, but you can't also forget common sense. But they always, you know what some people told me, common sense ain't that common. Shout out to Kill checking in. Family checking in. Appreciate you. I'm over there cracking up. But it's just part of life, man. You still need your education. I don't care how successful you is, you gotta have some kind of education. I ain't saying you gotta have degrees and all this. But God, dog, at least have your diploma where you don't know how to count. You know how to put sentences together. You know how to spell your name. See, a lot of these kids now, they don't need no school. What we need school for? You're gonna be walking around here being dumb. Now you tell me how far you gonna go in life being dumb. Dummies don't make it too far. Being smart gets you places. It opens doors for you. So you should try to get all the education you can and fill up your head as much as you can, because it's gonna help you later on in life. You might not need it right then and there. See, we looked at a lot of stuff back then. We were like, man, what do we need this for? Then now when you got older, you be like, okay, I understand now. When they were saying I better get ready to know how to budget and pay bills and be able to manage and live life. See, it ain't like they ain't warned us. Y'all know they told us. You know what grandma and all used to tell us, just keep living. Wait till them bills start coming. Mama and them always used to tell me, you ain't grown till you're paying your own bills. Till you walk out this house and live on your own and be able to make it every day, you still ain't grown. See, a lot of people think they grown because of their age, but you still ain't grown if you ain't able to survive. If you can't survive on your own, you really ain't grown. You still waiting on mama them. You're having kids and you're putting it on mama them. You're still looking for mama them for everything. When you gonna give mama them a break? When you gonna let mama them relax? Or you gonna ride mama them all the way to the grave? We gotta think, y'all. We gotta give mama them a break. Mama them did their job. Once you get to a certain point, you get over 18, mama them don't get their job. They don't push you out there. Now it's up to you. Where you gonna go? You can't keep blaming mama them and keep running to mama them. You got so many grandmas now that still have to raise all these little kids. Mama them ain't had them babies, you did. It was all right when you was getting your groove on, when you was getting satisfaction. It was cool then. You weren't worrying about mama them then when you had your legs up or you was on top of somebody. But now, hey, you a mama babysit for me. Mama, watch my kid. Mama, I want to go out. Mama, I want to go to this concert. Miss Trill says, they most certainly did their job. I agree. Yeah, they did their job. What more can you want from them? When mama them gonna get a break? When you gonna get mama them they flowers? When you gonna be able to say, mama, what you want? Mama, what can I do for you? Not, please, mama, babysit for me. Mama, you got $100. Mama, you got $300. Mama, can I hold your car? Mama, mama, mama. We gotta let mama them live, y'all. My mama always have a saying, I always think about it. She always say, she want her last days to be her best days. And I try to do everything in my power to make that possible for her. I don't want her to want for nothing. I want her to be able to eat and live life for the rest of her days and not have to worry about nothing. Kill says it was funny then. I'm trying to tell you. Corey W says, bro, you're right. I seen so many females run to their mama, watch their kids. Yeah, man, that's what everything is on mama. Parents' job is to get them to a certain point where they gotta be able to survive. Because guess what? There's gonna come a day where mama and them gonna go home. Them the ones you're gonna see falling out and rolling over. Mama gone, they don't took mama, they don't took my mama. They don't took a lot of people mama. A lot of people mama done went to the other side. It's a cycle that me and you can't stop. We all gonna go, not just mama and them. That's why it's so important for you to give mama and them their flowers now. Don't wait till mama be in that casket and you want to fall out everywhere and pull your hair out. Give mama her flowers now. She breathing, she can smell it. We don't do that enough no more, y'all. But education still important. We think it's not, but we got to install that in these kids, man. We had a great show tonight, man, on President's Day. I appreciate everybody that checked in. If you came in late, you can rewatch the show on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, Reality Music Entertainment. That's the movement. Make sure you go get my mixtape if you ain't already got it. Foolish, Let the Swag Talk. Download it for free on livemixtapes.com, or you can go get it on all them other streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple, Amazon, iTunes. I'm everywhere. I appreciate all the love and support, y'all. Hope y'all had a great President's Day. I want y'all to stay safe out there. And make sure, man, like I tell you, each day you wake up, try to get 5% better. Try to live your life to the fullest. Don't sit up here and make excuses, because ain't nobody going to feel sorry for you. Everybody got potential out here, and there's too many ways now to make something happen. You got teenagers that's making 6 and 7 figures. Grown folks, y'all gotta stop making them excuses and make something happen. Make sure you go get educated on whatever you're trying to do. Do all the research you need to research. Learn all you need to learn about whatever you're trying to do and apply. And see, hey, if you fail, then nobody can't say you didn't try. If you don't reach where you're trying to go, nobody can get mad at you, because they can't say, well, she was lazy, she ain't never tried. Or he always ain't been in all his life. He ain't never tried to do nothing with his life. At least you try. Then you try something else. You still don't give up. You never give up. You always keep pushing and try to make something happen, especially if you got kids that depending on you. Especially if you want mama them to be comfortable. Then you gonna have to put in a little extra more work. That's the game. That's the game of life that we all live in. We wish that life just came to us and everything just fell on our lap. Don't you wish I could just wake up and say $1 million? I want to go here. I want this. This ain't no I love Genie. We ain't rubbing and making no wishes. But I appreciate y'all, man. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to this channel. I will be back on the air Wednesday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, y'all. Same channel, different time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. I will be on Wednesday night. Tell your friends, tell your coworkers. When you come back on Wednesday night, I want you to bring people with you. We're going to make this the realest podcast out, because we be on here talking that real stuff. It don't be no gossip. It don't be no drama. It don't be no problems. You only get one life to live, so live it, y'all. Y'all stay safe. I'm going to see everybody Wednesday night. I appreciate y'all, man. Have a blessed night, everybody. One love.